Hey y'all, welcome back. I'm the Backwoods Modeler. You might hear I've got the digital fireplace going back here. Thought today I'd try to build us a rollback. I don't really have good parts, but I've got some parts. We're just going to see if we can't make this work. So, we're going to start off with the bed. Came off of a 1970 F350. It's a green light. I'm not a real big fan of the green light trucks of that year and era. I just don't like the way they made them. So I took the cab off of it, and I had planned on making this with making something else with this truck. But as you can see, part of the railing is missing. I broke that off when I was trying to work on it the first time. And I got mad, and as usual, I just chucked it in the box and did away with it. So I pulled it back out of the box today because I have this Squarebody Crewcab that I think is going to look good on there. And the green, other than the fact that the bed is more a metallic, is pretty daggone close. I'm still out of clear coat. This is the same day as the last video that I shot, if you saw that. So we're going to continue on without it, and then after the fact, after I build it, maybe we'll clear coat it then. Yes, it'll have the windows in it, and yes, I will have to tape them off and mask them off, but I've done that before. It's a pain in the butt, but it is doable. So let's see how that works. So I have the bed, the cab, cup full of parts, and a blazer. So what we're doing is the chassis and the frame and everything, as you can tell, is nowhere near long enough for this truck. The tires will be under the front door. So we need to stretch it. So that's where the blazer comes in. Why a blazer? Because for some unknown reason, I cannot find any front end parts to go under this truck. So we have to resort to something else, which means we're going to have to go with a blazer. So this whole project, guys and gals, is just going to be a, let's see if we can make it work, which it should, or should I say it will. I have changed the lifted blazers. I have changed those several times and put the front ends. Oh, this one's got that stupid rubber band under it. Anyway, I've changed these out several times. This will come off, and it will work. If it'll come off the blazer. And here I am as usual. You know, guys know that half my video is filmed and out of your sight, right? That's just the way it works, because it's the only way I know how to do it. All right, so I got that out. Tire's a little crooked. What would that look like under there? Shorty. Shorty, shorty. So we're going to take this off, and we're going to cut this right back here by these back wheels. We're going to cut that off. Matter of fact, no, if I try to snap it like that, I'll tweak the chassis and it'll be no good to me. So what I will do is I will make a couple scores on here with my Dremel, just enough to make this a little thinner than it is. Then it'll be a lot easier for me to snap off. So then that will now go underneath the front of my truck, and it'll go all the way back just behind where the door split, which is good. That's a little over halfway. And then this one will pick up from there. This one should come right about here, and as you can see, no, you can't. As you can see, it's going to go just past the driver front of the door. So I have just enough that I can cut a little bit off of each one, and we'll make them work. Now, the only problem here is this is just a tiny, tiny bit thinner, narrower than the other frame is going to be, but we'll just have to deal with that. It's just going to have to be what it is. The way I see it, if anybody picks the truck up and looks at it like this, it's being displayed in a manner in which it was not intended. So if they see the screw up, that's on them. Or not the screw up. If they see the cut mark, that's the way it is. So we no longer need that blazer. It's out of here. We do need these parts because we got to do some painting, because we are not going to have a truck around here with red interior. So I got to paint that. What flavor grill do we have for this truck? Looks like this truck's going to be a GMC, ladies and gentlemen. Got the bumper for it over here. Oh, this is a roll bar. This must have been, I wonder if this was a Sprite. No, the Sprite truck I think had black interior. I don't know what this come out of. So, got a regular engine for it. So we got all kinds of stuff. Oh, there's a tail light. Is there another one in here? Hope I didn't dump out another tail light. I only see one tail light though. Oh well. So, we're missing a tail light. But we don't need a tail light for this truck. Alright. Let me get some painting done and some cutting done. And we'll start putting this baby together and see if we can make it work. Alright. We're getting her all laid out. I've got my preliminary cuts made. Now I've got it set up so that we're about to make our final cuts. As you can see, I'm aiming for my normal spot right between the doors. It gives me a good glue base on each side so that there's less chances of the truck falling apart after it's built. So I need to make those cuts. I've decided I'm going to use, since I don't know what happened to the back window rack on this truck either, I'm going to use this one, which came off of another Greenlight flatbed. I got to do some hacking to make it fit, and then once that's done, I'm considering cutting these lights off this roll bar, since it's already kind of screwed up anyway, painting these up different colors, you know, to match more along the lines of the truck, maybe aluminum, I don't know, and then putting those on top of my back window rack to give me some lights. I don't know. I also have a light bar that came off of a different truck that's a little bit bigger, but it might work. So that's where we're at so far. Don't pay attention to the slam front end. That will not stay that way. The whole thing may be jacked up a little bit, but I'm not going to go a whole lot because, again, it is a rollback. It's supposed to be low. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Alrighty. Fits. Everything's nice together. Cut. Cabs all together with the bed. See, our cut lines up perfect. The only catch with it is, like I said, we already knew we were going to have a slight gap where the bed comes in there, but that's all right. We can deal with that. So now all we got to do is get the interior back in it, and we'll get that glued all together. And then I've got to figure out what we're going to do for wheels and tires on this thing, because we want a matching set. So we got to work on that. Then I've got to get this cut, get that in there. As you can see, there's a lot of, well, you probably can't see, a lot of hacking on the bottom there from where this thing was glued down. I got to hack off all that glue and try to make it look pretty again and see if we can't glue it down on there. So, and then we also got to figure out what happened to our running board or our ramps. I looked this truck up. I guess the cab was silver at one point. That's how long I've had this. I don't even remember what the cab looked like. And it came with ramps, but I don't know if I have the ramps in one of my containers or where in the world where my ramps could be. So, we'll have to figure that out. And then we'll have to see if we can't do something about mirrors on this truck. Alright, I got her to almost one piece. The tires and wheels are not glued on there, but the truck's all together one piece. And then I finally dug out the ramps, which I believe are the correct ramps for it. I believe that's what the picture showed. It's the only set I can find, so it must be the right set. And then I also found a different solid set. What I like about these is that they've just got the little bump there, and it just kind of drops down into the hitch or the hole where they go, where this one has kind of a snap-on style. So I'm probably going to cut the back side, and I know you can't see because of my big fat fingers. I'm probably going to cut this back side off and just leave this front side and let it just kind of drop down on there. I may have to do a little bit of trimming on this to make it drop down in there better, but which doesn't matter. I'm not going to snap these ramps on, mostly because then that limits what I can put on the truck. You know, I'm a 53-year-old man. No, I don't play with my cars. Yes, I do. Anyway, you know, you put this van on there, it doesn't look too bad. But, you know, the ramps would kind of be in the way if I tried to close them. So, you know, just that's one of the shortest things I've got. You know, I've got OJ. We put OJ on there, but I don't think you're going to close the ramps with that truck on there either. So, you know, and if I wanted to put a car on there, you know, say the General Lee broke down, you know, it's too long, the ramps wouldn't close on it. So the ramps are just basically, they're not going on here. Even my little short Apache I thought would be okay, but even it's too long. So anyway, the ramps are not going to go on here. I've got the stance set the way I want it. Like I said, wheels and tires not on there. I know I'm a little too close. We're all glued together. We're all one piece now. So now all I have to do is put wheels and tires on there and get those glued on. She's a little bit on the high side, that what you would normally see a ramp truck set, but it's not that bad. In all honesty, you know, it's not realistic, but I like them to at least look realistic. That's just the way I like to build them. So anyway, I just got to glue some wheels and tires on here, and this baby will be a roller. Alright guys and gals, I got the wheels and tires on her. She's a roller, but she's a little wet. We don't want to play with it too much. I also took the time. I got the roof lights painted on there. Got the door handles on both sides painted on there. So that's all set. Now is where the importance, if you paint one of these trucks, or any truck really, it's important to dry fit your fittings, your grill and your bumpers and everything before you glue them on to make sure that they're going to fit right. And this is the part where you find out where the importance of not over painting your truck comes in. If you put too much paint on it, when you go to do stuff like this, put your grill and stuff back in, it's just flat out not going to fit. So you always got to make sure that you don't overpaint it, and then you test it. As you can see, got a nice tight fit. Everything goes in there perfectly. We didn't overpaint it. So now all we got to do is glue all that stuff on, and then she's just about ready. Alrighty guys and gals, I think I just about got her done. Got the grill and the bumper on there. She's looking good. Got the bottom all blacked out and painted. You can see a little bit of bright spots. That's where the paint's still trying to dry. See, our seam turned out good. Between the green light and the M2, they match up pretty good for being two totally different companies. So anyway, that is my M2 Chevy 73. Well, actually, it's not a Chevy, it's GMC Crewcab rollback. Or no, not a rollback, ramp truck. Let's get it straight here. But anyway, I think they turned out pretty sweet. What do you guys think? Anyway, y'all like this one, stick around, there's more. Think about liking, subscribing. Check me out on Instagram. Check me out on eBay. Don't forget to come back. Y'all have a great day now. Bye.